Welcome to the Stellantis Tech and AI podcast. I'm Dale Jewett, your host, and in this episode, our guest is Gagan Mann, who is the Vice President of Service Platforms, Over-the-Air Updates, and Marketplace for Stellantis. It's nice having you with us, Gagan.
Thank you, Dale.
So you have a very interesting title that tells me that the group that you head works on stuff that I might see inside my car either today or in the future. Let's start this by letting you tell me exactly what it is that you and your team do.
Dale, I am part of a product management team in Stellantis, and as part of the team, I'm responsible for, like you said, service delivery platforms, over-the-air platform for software updates, and for the app market. My responsibility is designed to create seamless end-to-end customer interactions. What we do is we present to our customers various products and services through the app market, facilitate their journey with the cloud-based services through Stellantis Service Delivery Platform, and continuously enhance their experience with exciting new products delivered through OTA software update platform. And all of these is in place, and some of it is being built to help us unlock the full potential of service software-defined vehicles. And by shifting our focus to continuously providing value over the vehicle lifecycle, we're able to meet evolving needs and expectations from our customers. So very exciting space for me.
So if I'm in my car today, what type of services would your team be providing to me?
I'll talk actually about, my team provides all of the connected services, and I'll talk about some of my favorite ones. That what I really like is all of the assistant features, like remote vehicle operations. I love the Jeep skills for Alexa, but also I can, dynamic range mapping, charging station locators, driver alerts, and some navigation features, like I can send destination to my vehicle from inside my homes. It just makes it the connected services. It brings the convenience to me as a customer, and working in this space and enabling, for a customer that their rides are safer, their journey, is exciting, and we're providing convenience to them is very motivational, and that drives me. I do want to say though that one of my another favorite product is Wi-Fi hotspot. It has made my car second place for me. It serves as my office, and sometimes I use my car to stream video and watch with the comfort of the beautiful audio system in my car. So a lot of use cases. And those are the connected services that my team helps provide in the car.
I'm glad you brought up the Wi-Fi hotspot. I find myself not necessarily thinking that my car is equipped with a Wi-Fi hotspot, because I believe many people just assume that it always happens over my mobile phone. How do you choose whether to use your Wi-Fi, your hotspot embedded in the car versus your mobile phone?
So the way I look at Wi-Fi embedded in the car is thinking from a customer journey perspective and bringing that convenience. You at in any wherever you have multiple passengers in the car, they can all connect to the Wi-Fi, they can stream and use their devices. And it also works outside of the car within a range. I have used in one of the examples I'll give you, while camping, I have used my car's Wi-Fi to provide multiple devices streaming outside the car, and what we were watching, a movie under the stars while we're camping. So those are some of the convenience and use cases that in-vehicle Wi-Fi hotspots bring.
That's an interesting perspective and one that I'd never thought of before, but maybe that's just a comment that I don't go camping enough. How long have you been in this position? And I'm curious if you could explain how a wonderful woman like you ends up in a place like this.
I have been in this position for a little over 2 years, but this journey has started a long time ago, more than 20 years ago. And I have been with Stellantis throughout my career and always in engineering product development. Have been in electrical engineering and providing all of the infotainment and connectivity services to customer, and also moved into interior engineering space, working very closely with the design of interiors and bringing that safety and a comfort and perspective within the interiors. And that led me to combine my always customer facing product development expertise and bring that to a software world. So everything I do, I always look at from a customer perspective and look at how we're making sure the customer journey is the most delightful, convenient, and optimal.
Do you use your friends as test cases when you're trying to evaluate customer friendliness, or your family, or do you stop random people on the street? How do you measure customer friendliness?
Um, a very good question. I want to say that we have a very methodical way of measuring customer feedback on our products, and we experiment a lot. We have we do a research, and we also do customer discovery. And customer discovery is sometimes done through clinics and sometimes done through surveys. And then also, it is very important to be in touch with the customer. So yes, I have done that. I have used myself as a customer and then have randomly stopped people if I saw somebody and walking out of the car in the car that I had designed, and I would actually stop and talk to them and try to understand their experience, what they like about it, and what they would like thought that it could be different. So yes, we start with a very methodical way of research and customer discovery, but at the end also take it to very personal interactions.
That's great. There's nothing as good as real world feedback, especially on something that you had a hand in designing. So
I every time I'm out there doing my things and see the cars that I have designed being driven by people, I'm excited. It just makes me proud.
so today, do I would guess we have an idea. What are the most popular features in our vehicles today that you and your team work on?
From a connected service perspective, the most popular are remote operations, and also driver alert and stolen vehicle assistance. And those are very popular. And then navigation. The connected navigation is also one of our most popular products. But we have so many of those. I'm going to say about 40 of those, and we're constantly evolving how to bring more value to our customer through every product.
Okay. What is what is your favorite aspect of your job today?
I want to say that my favorite aspect, or what I'm motivated by, is the vision of what future holds for automotive industry, particularly how software and connectivity will redefine the customer experience. So the opportunity to contribute to the evolution of software-defined vehicles, help shape the future of mobility, is incredibly exciting. And what I mean by is that able to bring a value to a customer over the lifetime of their vehicle is exciting. And that's only is possible with what we do is building services and platforms and an ability to bring the new exciting products through OTA software updates. That's the best part. Just looking, the future of our industry and how we're gonna make customer experience beautiful.
Okay. I've heard before we work, or the industry is working to try and make the infotainment experience inside a vehicle comparable to mobile phones when it comes to the flexibility, when it comes to the updatedness, to the ease of use. Is it as easy for the auto industry to do that as it is for mobile phone developers? Mobile phone guys seem to push updates all the time.
I want to say that we are very close to running in parallel with the mobile industry. And that is specifically the OTA platform is currently capable of, and we're enhancing the capabilities more and more to get to the level of where we are able to bring new exciting products to our entire car park. Right now, we're starting at the quarterly basis, but eventually getting it onto a monthly basis. So yes, I want to say the automotive industry is ready and able to bring the OTA update to our customers to enhance the value chain.
Okay. Can you give me a sense? How big is your team, and are they all located in one area or are they distributed?
So I'm part of a product management. My specific team, we're 40 people strong for these four platforms. And I work very closely with my development team, and that consists of about 400 developers. So we call it a team of 400 to 500 people who are responsible for connected services. Right now, our car park is 15 million, and we're going to be 34 million car park in 2019. And we provide the connected services and over the air software update for that big of a car park with about 400 team members.
So are they globally distributed, and do you spend?
Yes, we are globally distributed in our main centers, and in North America, in Europe, in India, Brazil, and a lot of other places, Morocco.
Hmm,
So we're actually, that's the diversity of the team, not only, from a perspective of team members, but geographic diversity is very important to us because that is how we understand the customer and customer needs from each regions too, because we live in those regions. So we not only bring our work to, not only bring ourselves to the work, but we bring our whole experience to the work. And so that's very important. And I have many, many examples of where this geographic diversity has helped us understand the customer in different regions.
I would think it would be great to have your team meetings and listen to the back and forth flow amongst the different regions for someone in Brazil to say, hey, here are features that are really hot down here. And I'm sitting in North America going, wow, I would have never thought of that being, but I
Right.
could see where that a light bulb moment would go on and say, that's a feature we could really try and spread around to other regions. Hopefully that sort of interaction happens in
Yes.
your team pretty
Yeah,
regularly.
it does. And then it brings us, a lot of innovation happens in my team because of that perspective, different uh, team members from different regions bringing the needs together, and then we are able to innovate faster.
I'm curious. You told me a minute ago that remote operations are some of the most important for your team here, but is it the same? Do other features rank highly in other regions of the world?
Yeah, one of the examples, like in Brazil or South America markets, stolen vehicle assistance is a very popular product. So
Hmm.
yes, there not every region has a different most popular and most used product.
It seems impossible to be able to talk about software and customer features today without talking about AI. Does your team use AI in any way?
Yeah, Dale, very exciting topic here. Gen AI is a phenomenal technology with vast potential. And we're excited to leverage it in many ways. We're developing Gen AI not only to enhance how we work, but also create value for our customer. So by integrating AI solutions like predictive maintenance and personalized feature suggestion, we're able to make driving experience easier, safer, and more intuitive. Like whether it is predicting when maintenance is needed or recommending features based on driving condition, Gen AI is helping us deliver smarter and more connected vehicles. So yeah, absolutely, um, we are on we're using it in a significant way and committed to continuously innovate and bring more cutting edge capabilities to our customers.
I think there's hope there. I have to relate a personal story. So over a recent holiday weekend, my wife and I were traveling to see some family, and the minivan that I drive, the check engine light came on. And of course, I think for many people, you see that and you instantly worry a little bit because you don't know exactly what that means or what the issue is. Can your work, your team's work in the future tell me what the issue is and whether it's okay to keep driving?
Yeah, very good use case. Yes, my team is currently able to tell that because all that diagnostic information is accessible to us from a car to a cloud through your vehicle health services. And with applying the Gen AI, understanding specifically your car's condition and applying Gen AI, we will be able to communicate to you what is the real root cause of that diagnosis and whether it is okay to continue driving or stop or go to the nearest dealership. Yes, all of this information is actually being brought to cloud to apply Gen AI models to communicate back to a customer. And that's what I was talking in the beginning, that my responsibility is designed to create that end-to-end experience. Through App Market, we will be able to communicate to you or send you a message. We see that your check engine light is on, it is okay to, and we see that your navigation shows that you have another 200 miles to drive, and then we predict that it is okay to continue driving, and then here's your nearest dealership after you reach your destination.
Hmm.
So yes, all of those use cases, some of are already developed and available, and some of them are in progress.
Well, good. That's great news. I think that's actually comforting news probably for a lot of people. There's a subset that would say, "Oh, my check engine light is always on. I've learned to ignore it." But particularly if you're traveling a long distance, you want to know, do you have to be concerned about it? So I would encourage you to make that feature come about as rapidly as possible. But you mentioned the cloud.
Noted.
You mentioned the cloud. It sounds like a lot of the cloud is sort of the hub or the base of a lot of the work that your team does, either to deliver services to customers or to develop your services. Is that a fair statement?
Yes, that's accurate. We the cloud technology, or the when I say is connecting the car to cloud and enables a lot of different use cases. Not only we are able to process information and apply our gen models or our other um, algorithms to process information and deliver it back to a customer, but it also allows us to connect to rest of the ecosystem. So yes, cloud technology is very important, not only to directly interact with the car and a customer, but also bring customer a connectivity by interacting with another clouds. Like we bring a feature to our customers, Alexa assistance. So we are connecting to Alexa cloud through our cloud and bringing information. So it opens up the Internet of Things for our customers.
That's interesting. So what I think what you're telling me is the services you can provide in the vehicle can go beyond the vehicle with all of this
Correct.
connected cloud. So now you got a lot of clouds.
Yes.
It's almost like a thunderstorm of clouds, of data, of information, right? Lots of clouds. Because you work in the cloud, does your team work on any particular software platform, or do they have to be conversant in multiple platforms? Here's where I reveal that I don't know that much about software.
Yeah, so we do use multiple languages for development, and mainly it's Java and React Native. So without going into a lot of details about the different software languages we use and our processes, I would say that the main software we use is Java, and for customer interaction, all the rendering that we do, bringing the end-to-end services to a customer, that is React Native.
Okay. If I had a burning desire to join your team, what type of skills, what were you looking for employees who want to work in your universe?
That's a great question. I want to answer my specific universe, that in a product management role, what I really want to do is that person is curious and passionate about solving problems, and passionate about solving problems with purpose, always from a customer centric standpoint. That is the essential skill set, along with having a very deep technical knowledge about infotainment systems, platform systems, and as well as automotive environment. So that is specifically how product management role puts these two elements together. A customer centricity with a deep technical knowledge of software development. But in my universe, we are always looking for software developers. We're looking for test engineers. We're always looking for also project management team members. So lots of different capabilities and technical skill sets are needed in my universe. So please apply. You will have you will flourish in my team.
Okay. I like that. I'm curious, what would you identify as maybe the top one or two challenges in your work these days?
Um, Great question, Dale. My biggest challenge is I let me start. My biggest opportunity is reducing the complexity and simplify our systems. We are a diverse company and have many different platforms, architectures. I'm talking about electrical architectures, and ecosystem that is very diverse. So my biggest opportunity is reducing complexity and bringing simplification so that we can speed up innovation toward and accelerate software driven vehicles.
Okay. Is part of that reducing the complexity a matter of a waiting game? There's, as you noticed, we have a number of electrical architectures in our products today. Are some of those electrical architectures just going to be legacy that we can't really do much to, or are we able to find a way to make some of the products that you're developing what I guess would be called backward compatible?
Yeah, that is exactly what my service delivery platform does, that we abstract that complexity and then bring a standardized and simplified way all of that complex information, and we do our transfer functions to standardize them so that there's only one way of looking at the information. So the that's why I call complexity is not a challenge, but an opportunity for a service delivery platform to abstract that complexity and provide a standardized and only one way of sharing that information with the vehicle, with the customer, and for our internal developers through many, many services that are standardized.
Okay. So, Gagan, your team sounds very dynamic. What kind of advice might you have for someone who's interested in entering this field?
My advice for somebody entering into this field will be curious and have a passion to solve problems. We have we have great product. I am talking about our 14 brands and how powerful those brands are and the emotion they generate with our customers. And ability to serve that customer and solve all problems for a customer is what my what drives and motivates me and what is essential for somebody wanting to move into this space.
Okay. Gagan, it's really been interesting to talk with you, particularly as the next time I climb into my car, I'll take a second look at the whole Uconnect system there and think about what could possibly help me go better down the road tomorrow, whether it be the information when my if my check engine light comes on, which has only happened once, I got to be honest with you, and or if we can develop my what is that app. But it's fascinating the work that your team is doing about trying to make the usefulness inside your vehicle or even outside with the Wi-Fi hotspot, as people spend a lot of time in their vehicles these days and want to be more connected to them. So I appreciate your time and telling us exactly what you do these days.
Thank you, Dale. I truly enjoyed our conversation and look forward to talking with you more later.
Oh, you're going to hear from me. There's no doubt about that. But I want to thank all of you for listening to the Stellantis Tech and AI podcast, where we speak with some of the brightest minds in the tech and automotive industries, like Gagan here. We invite you to follow Stellantis Tech and AI on LinkedIn and Instagram to join the conversation. Stay updated on what's ahead and be a part of the community exploring the fast line of technology and AI in the automotive world. We'll be back and see you again soon.